Wow, guys. Wow. These energies are amazing. As soon as I say that, the trees just are like, yeah! The whole universe is just flowing to us, and we are blessed. We are receiving. Portals are opening, and God is restoring order. Everything that the devil tried to rob from us is coming back to us tenfold, 100-fold. I don't even know. God still, it's a process, and it is unfolding in divine timing. These miracles are real and they are amazing, and I am a huge fan of God's work. To have been able to perform countless miracles inside of me, within my healing, to help me remember who I am as a goddess. You know, they tried to clip my wings and keep me in a cage, but God has picked me up and restored me. And I am eternally grateful for all the miracles that God has performed within me. And then I know that God is doing this everywhere. God is doing this in the world. We're having a mass awakening on planet Earth, and this is truly guiding us to the age of light. For God put light within us, and we were always meant to fully embody our highest light, our highest potential, and to go with love, to choose freedom, to liberate our souls from the shackles and chains and bondage of mental slavery in the third dimension of consciousness. It was a false matrix to siphon our souls, to keep us small, to keep us playing their games, their tactics, their manipulations. The matrix was a construct to siphon our energy. The devil is masterful in its manipulation, and the masses have been mind controlled on planet Earth for a very long time. The truth is, there are no governments, there are no systems of God. That God is a divine order, and synchronicity is always happening. Love is always happening. And there is only a distraction that the devil created that we don't have to give our power to. We can call back all of our power and choose to liberate ourselves from the illusion that there ever was any authority higher than God. You know, I just got the downloads as soon as I got to the park, and the download was very clear. The message came through crystal clear, and it said, reunite the children of the light and form the rainbow bridge to the golden age. Spirit has been talking to me 24/7 all my life, and I am enhanced, plugged into these energies as God is using me as a vessel. As I have really done the inner work to embody my light, to clear away false constructs and limitations of mental blockages or anything holding me back from fully shining the light of God. You know, I'm surrendering to this, and I am just grateful that I get to be a servant to the Most High, that I get to be a conduit of the divine, that I get to be an angel on earth. And so many dimensions are integrated here with us. We are all here in love and all here in service. We truly have been through a process with God where we have been restored to our memories, our full soul memories, who we really are and why we came here to earth and what we're doing, what our mission is, what God is doing through us. So I've got my chakra blanket that I bring with me at the park, and I laid out my stones. I've got jasper, tiger's eye, citrine, green aventurine, lapis lazuli, amethyst, and rose quartz for the 7 chakras. And those are 7 colors of the rainbow. We have light bodies. We are prisms of God, of source light. From our root chakra to our sacral chakra, our solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra. I am receiving so many wonderful downloads from Source. And I am receiving blessings from Soul Family. And, you know, I've been doing my light work little on TikTok and sharing some videos and some downloads and just some advice that I have for those who are on their awakening journey. Now, we are here to be a light for others and to be a guide, and that's what God has put within us. We are miracle workers by devoting ourselves to serving our Creator. We are all capable of manifesting better worlds, higher timelines, where we are healed and all living in divine flow and synergy together. And everything in the universe is already perfect. It's already happening for us, not to us. And when we are really open to receiving these energies, we learn that everything that comes to us is in alignment with our highest growth and our highest potential. A beautiful butterfly as I say that. I am so grateful to have been hearing from so many chosen ones over on TikTok. So many beautiful souls who have awakened and taken the call with God, and they are working their inner alchemy towards birthing their highest self and their highest manifestation into the world. God is doing it through us and to us and for us, by us. It's happening. Miracles. I'm not somebody who ever saw myself doing social media. I guess others saw that light in me, but I didn't see it in myself. You know, I kept it buried for so long. And I was in survival mode in my life. You know, I was taught that by being spiritually powerful, I had to play the part and to play small, to shrink myself, and to dim my light so that I wouldn't shine so brightly and that I wouldn't trigger people and upset the demons that they refuse to heal. It wasn't until I had my spiritual awakening with God fully that I said no more playing small. I awakened to my divine purpose, and I knew that I was here for something so much bigger, and that I needed to be shining in my full authenticity, no matter how weird people would think I am or how much it would trigger their demons. I knew that I had to serve God and be the light. And that's what I did. I surrendered fully. I took the full fall to fly. I got rid of everything that I owned, and I, you know, just surrendered to God to be homeless. And what I got in return was something that money could never buy. I got the knowing that I was divinely supported and loved beyond measure. That even through the struggles that I was going through, that there were angels here for me, that my God was with me more than ever before. The heavens opened up and sang down on me, literally. And this is happening to me every day. Every day. The love that we give truly does evolve into magic and miracles. And it all counts. Every ounce, every drop. And it all comes back. It all comes back because it did not go unnoticed. The universe saw all the love that you gave, all the sacrifices you made. How many times they knocked you down and you got back up. You refused to stop fighting for what you knew in your heart was right. The love inside of our souls is too powerful. We are too legit to quit. I am so happy for everything that God has done to show me the beauty and the truth that is my soul. Everything that we have gone through in our lives, the battles we have endured, it was all to help us gain strength and gain knowledge, to remember who we really are and what a blessing it is to be here. One of the things about me that I think some people find drives them crazy is that I am unpredictable. I am unpredictable, and I march to my own beat. I definitely, and I don't do much marching. I dance. I dance to the beat of my own drum. I am living here. Now I feel like I gotta move in this earth vessel, but I've awakened to my highest self and my true mission for incarnating here. And I know that I am divinely supported by the entire universe. I know that every moment that I am living in this earth vessel, that I am being blessed. And that every moment that I am here is an opportunity for me to be fully present as my highest self. For me to really shine and glow my light. Because God made me with purpose. I got a beautiful message from an angel on TikTok yesterday that just really made me feel seen, because they know the spiritual warfare that we have gone through collectively in this world. There's no going back to sleep, and there's no sweeping chosen ones under the rug. We were chosen to be here and to awaken at this time. We were meant to rise and bring our highest selves into conscious awareness and embodiment. The devil tried to bury us, but we were seeds, and we are rising, and we are growing, and we are expanding and evolving, and nothing can stop the light of God from shining through. All the devil ever had was an illusion of control, but our true authority is with God, and we've always had it. We are sovereign, we are free, we are blessed, we are holy, and God created us for such a time as this. Every moment that we are in is an opportunity to love, and to vibrate higher and brighter in your healing and in your truth. Divine feminines on planet Earth are awakening, are taking back our power, and are rising. Nothing and no one can stop us or slow us down. Not even ourselves. For we are with God. And it doesn't matter how long it takes us to get there, but we will get there. And we don't have to worry. All I want is God. All I want is God. I don't want anything that is not the highest light and the highest potential and the highest timeline for all of us. For this is bigger than myself. This is bigger than this life. This is everything. This is infinity. This is all past, present, future. It's all coming down to right here and right now. This is the eternal now. We are present here in our truth, in our light, in our authenticity. Humanity is awakening to the truth that we've been lied to on a massive scale. And we know that this is hard to digest, and that the evil at play is so much darker than we could have ever perceived in the third dimension. In fact, we have to really open our third eye to understanding what has happened to us, what the devil tried to rob us of. But it was never theirs to take. This is sealed by our blood, by Jesus Christ. By Divine Mother, Goddess, the feminine has been erased from this world, and they didn't want anyone to know that we were as divinely powerful as we are. The miracles that God has performed to awaken us and to get us to take back our power is beyond words or explanation. We are literally living miracles on earth. And I know that when you put your heart into something and you put your devotion into something that is higher than just yourself, that is bigger, a bigger miracle, a bigger manifestation, that we're not here in the 3D selfishness, competition, envy, but we are here for the betterment of all souls on this earth vessel, on Mother Earth. We are here to create total freedom and flow and just be the light. No more competition, no more lies, no more false constructs. So we are all the same light incarnated in different vessels, and we are each unique and special the way that God made us to be. You know, it's people who have lost touch with God who feel jealousy, for they don't know that they are so loved and chosen. If they would only choose themselves, they would know that. But unfortunately, many are not living in gratitude for the blessings that God is giving us. And they are cheating themselves of their own blessings for being the way that they are. For trying to stomp out someone else's light because they themselves or living in darkness. Chosen ones are powerful activators, and we trigger the demons in people to be their true selves. So when we go through life and we go through things and people, shortchange us on our energies and bring their lowest self, we know very quickly that we need to take back our energy and to devote our blessings to those who are worthy and, in alignment with us. Because if you're not with God, then you are destructive. And moving into New Earth, we need sanctuaries where awakened souls are truly healed and devoted to God and to their divine alchemy, for being the light workers and warriors for New Earth. We need to really be empowered by God. That is not a path for the weak, and it is a commitment that we make, but it is a commitment that will shift timelines and bring us to our highest life. We are living miracles, and all of our dreams will come true in divine timing. We are the ones shifting these timelines, and we are the ones energetically plugged into source to manifest God's highest plan, to make that happen, to devote ourselves fully to this great alchemy that is unfolding on earth. You guys know that I have a light within me that I can't, nothing can stop it. It's beyond me. I surrender to it. I surrender to God, because I'm here to serve. I'm here to be a messenger. I'm here to help, because I won't lie to you. And I am a voice of leadership and sovereignty, because I want God's highest plan for us all. That God has been using me to be its greatest weapon, a weapon to destroy darkness and to shine the light to the promised land, the hope and the faith and the glory that lives within us. That we are not separate from God, nor were we ever. And, this incarnation, we're all awakening from the devil's greatest illusion, that there was ever control or chains that could be placed upon us. We were always meant to break free. I'm having so many revelations in my life, and it's been heavy for me, a lot for me to really to feel. Because I know sometimes in our lives the devil sends handlers to us, and sometimes they live within those who we love the most. Oftentimes, they are the ones we are the closest to. And then we have to really be honest with ourselves, be honest with God, and understanding that we have a parasitic attachment to these entities, and that we are feeding the dark forces by loving those in our lives that maybe we should have better boundaries with. It's been a really heart-shattering experience to have to cut cords with those we love. And to do it so many times, in fact, that it just hurts us so much to let go. But we know that we have to surrender that to God, because God has a higher plan for us, and our energies are healed, and we are transcending to higher dimensions of consciousness and oneness with Source. We can't take everyone with us. And sometimes it just gets too hard trying to hold on. Sometimes it gets too hard trying to keep what is no longer aligned for us. And that is an ultimate test that God brings us to. Is that every time we level up, we have to let go of something. We have to make room for more growth in our lives. And sometimes the weights dragging us down are so obvious to everyone but us. It's been hard for me in my life. You have no idea how hard it's been. My parents are dead. I don't really have a family so much that I say, you know, I've been out on my own. My mother, my angel in heaven, she died in 2016. My father died a couple years ago. They're all in Florida and New York and upstate New York, extended family. But, you know, I've been on this journey. I've been on this path that, you know, has been divinely led this entire time. I realize my whole entire life is a master training simulation from the Most High to get me to awaken and embrace my full divine purpose as a healer, as an angel, as a goddess, as a warrior of the light. Something bigger is unfolding, and we are just surrendering to it. We're awakening to the realization that we are the light of God embodied in our earth vessels, and that we can embrace that and transform. This is a great alchemy that we do with God. We are the butterfly. We go through a metamorphosis in our awakening process to embodying our true light and divine potential. I love you, soul family. I love you, warriors of the light, chosen ones. This alchemy, sometimes I feel like it gets the best of me, and sometimes I also know that there's nothing that I go through that I can't handle, because I am divinely guided by Source. I'm going through it. I've been through it before, and I know that every time I let go, every time I surrender, I get an even bigger level up for it. Things are hard, and I felt tired, and I am so tired of having to let go and start over. I am so tired of it. It hurts my heart, and I've been through enough pain. This love that I've gone and fully embodied my highest self. I don't even know how I'm still here. After everything I've been through, I just don't even know how these miracles are real. What I'm saying is, in our personal lives, we take a hit. We do really, truly sacrifice. Kevin, my beloved husband, the man who I married last year on Lionsgate portal, I fell so deeply in love with him. So quickly. After undergoing back to back to back traumas in my life. The devil was really trying to stomp me out and to destroy me in so many ways in my life. And then I meet him, and he is a wonderful man. He is a beautiful person. And I love him with all my heart. That I knew that there were red flags. He was in a different level in his healing than I was. And I knew that going into this. I knew that I loved him, and I saw the potential in him. I saw God inside of him. And I knew that if I could love that person, that light, that I could help him heal and to remember and to ascend. I took a chance, I took a risk, but I did it for love. And I know that there have been times where the devil really wanted to tell me that it still was in my life, because Kevin's demons would show up. And that I had to pray even more to God to heal myself and to heal him, to heal our marriage. So that we are healthy for each other, and that he is vibrating high and uplifting me, because it is the masculine's job to protect and to make the feminine feel safe and feel seen. And I have been praying for my family. I've been praying that darkness does not win. And I've been transmuting this with God. And I've been getting some revelations, and some things have come up. Some demons came out of him and spoke. And I can't sweep that away and go back to normal. I can't put myself in harm's way knowingly with those who refuse to take their healing to God. In a free and sovereign earth, we all take our grievances to the Most High. Anything that we are struggling on, we take it to God, so that we are not heavy and we are not a burden and we are not bringing down those closest to us in our lives. For New Earth is a vibrational frequency of sovereignty for us to uphold. And if the feminine has to carry the weight of both partners in the spiritual realm, there is an imbalance. And, I don't always go so deeply into talking about things because I don't want to be someone who just airs out, all the personal stuff, because my family is sacred to me. My family is, I love my family. I love my husband. It's better that I take this to God rather than take it to where demons can try to find wounds and attach themselves to it and to suck off of these portals of energy and love. But I'm really at that point where I know that if I love through attachment, then the devil will gain access to me. And that it is better for me to just be married to God. That if there is anything that is in competition between myself and between my relationship with God, anything that is trying to lower my energies and keep me feeling unseen, disempowered, and trying to shrink me to something manageable that the devil can feed on. I am not here to be used by parasites. They can't have access to me, and I have to be safe. My life has a purpose. My soul incarnated here with a sacred mission. And I am not food for these parasites. I cannot be in this matrix. And I will not shrink myself for it. I know what God put in me. I know I'm here for more than what I've settled for in the past. But that changes today, right now, as I will not settle for less than I deserve ever again. I give my life fully to God. And I was always God's to begin with. Some people are put into our lives to test us. And sometimes the devil shows up through those who we love the most. But we have to love ourselves. We have to know our worth. I know a lot of chosen ones are being tested in their lives. We've been assigned energetic handlers. And we're being asked to let go. All that doesn't serve our highest growth and healing. And trust that God will align us to the souls and to the angels and the direction that is truly intended for us and in our alignment with our purpose for being here. So we were all custom crafted for these specific jobs, our service that we're always doing, that we're always performing. Just by being us, we are healing the world. Just by being the light and existing where we are, everything around us is shifting and aligning for higher healing and higher knowledge, higher ascension. The more chosen ones speak and shine the light, the more we tear off the veil and bring through the love and the divine inheritance that was always ours. They will not be able to make it to New Earth until they find God. The parasites can no longer have energetic attachments to God's chosen and anointed souls. The masks are coming off of those who we love. And it's hard for us to see. It's hard for us to feel right now, but it doesn't mean that they're not still good people. It doesn't mean that it just means that we have to choose ourselves. Because God chose us. And we know that we are here to energetically give ourselves to something bigger. And that we are here calling back all of our power and all of our energy from any parasitic attachments or cord between us and the dark forces. As much as it hurts, I may have to leave my husband. And I see that. And I did not want to see that. I did not want to let go of someone who I love so much. And this may be the final test for me. I knew it was coming, and I saw into this. I really thought, I thought if I just loved him so much that I could make this heal. I know that I'm a powerful healer, and but I was knowingly leading myself into an energy trap. I knew it. But the heart wants what the heart wants, and that is something that doesn't always make sense. We do it to ourselves, but we even through this, I understand that this is God telling me that I can't take everything and everyone to where I'm going. That I'm meant for something bigger in this world. And, I am really, truly married to God. No human or man could ever really, truly measure up to the love that I have with God. There is nothing better or more beautiful than that. And because of that, I know I'll be okay no matter what. Somehow, some way, God's gonna do it. Just as God has always done it. God always makes a way. And that God's got a lot of favor in me. For we have worked our alchemy so closely, so intimately. I love God so deeply that I have really chosen a life where I knew I would have to go through things, hardships, to completely break my heart open and destroy myself so that I could embody this light, so I could bring my higher self through. We go through things in this life as humans, even though our souls are not human. This spiritual warfare unfolding on planet Earth is something we signed up for as souls. Knowing that we would go through it, that we would feel things, that we would have some wounds from battle, but that we would gain wisdom through our wounds, and we would rise with God, and that would bring us even closer to total freedom and liberation. So I'm a little emotional today. Now you know why. And I take it to God first. I always take it to God first. For God is my true king. But I've entered that place in my life where I am so divinely protected that they're not going to allow me to be where my energy is mishandled, because they know how powerful I am and that I have a purpose that is beyond lower dimensions of consciousness and the parasites. I surrender myself to God completely. And I ask that I can live a gentle life, where I have sanctuary and peace, and I have a home that I can't be kicked out of or thrown out of, that I have a garden, a piece of land, a place where, I don't have to have parasitic attachments in my life. Either that being a parasitic job or a parasitic relationship. I've been through more than my share of hardships and traumas in this life, and I have transmuted it all with God. I've turned my pain into power and into purpose, and I've awakened to my highest mission from God. And I still feel like people still try to treat me like I'm 3D. And I realize that this world is really trying to keep me in a cage. It's really trying to keep me in behind locks. And, I'm tired because I've been targeted by the devil all my life. All my life, I've had to be awake. I've had to protect myself. And I am too sacred to be mishandled. It's been hard for me in my life. But I am so powerful and so strong. Okay. The new tripod is it's cute though, so gets points for that. I will always be myself, no matter what. what wants to channel is what wants to channel. I am multidimensional, and I am human, and I am going through things in life, and I am plugged in to my highest self, to my highest mission, to source. I'm speaking the mission codes as they come through. I think there are things that in life that try to distract us and take our attention off of the blessings and miracles that are unfolding for us in the higher realms. But you know, sometimes things come up that we have to address in the physical and in our lives, in our families, and because it's coming up for a reason. It's coming up because there's an imbalance there, and we have to allocate and align our energies to adjust and to adapt for higher realignments if necessary. You know, I've been doing Infinity Rising YouTube channel for a little bit now. I've been going through many different things in my life on this journey. And, you know, I've taken you with me and reported back to you on developments that I'm having or breakthroughs or situations that I've gone through and people and betrayals and things along the way. You know, it's been, I give what I can when I can give it. And I started it with the knowing that I had to get used to speaking and to talking publicly and getting my voice out there and sharing knowledge. But I knew that that was not going to be easy for me. You know, I've been through immense trauma in my life. I've been abused and tortured, and I have dealt with very, very dark, evil, parasitic entities in my life who have done everything they could to try to stomp my light out and to destroy me for the light that I have. Oh. I remember I had like my aunt's husband, Uncle Jay, used to say, "You're too smart for your own good." Yeah, well, turns out being smart is really good. It is. And that we weren't meant to be small and shrink ourselves to the world that is. We were meant to be more, to nurture our true selves. We're not going to shrink ourselves into the box that society wants to put us in, and we do not like to be labeled. Also, I realize that the devil tries to use belittling language towards me because it knows that I am spiritually big. And I don't much appreciate that when people call me babe, honey, even sweetheart, or I prefer you address me as a queen of God should be addressed, with respect, and that you are upholding a frequency of love and truth and authenticity. For I am bringing my highest and truest self to you. When someone brings you their highest self, don't shortchange them. If you can't rise, then keep moving. So we are protected by forces in this universe that you do not want to mess with. Listen to my ancestors. Yeah, they don't play about us. No, they don't. So I had hoped that things would, I don't know, by this point I really wanted to have manifested that land, to have community on. And I don't know what kind of black magic, spells, curses, hexes the devil has had on me to try to block the financial freedom and abundance to manifest. But I take it to God, and I trust God's timing. Because even throughout this process of wanting, I've been able to really, really get specific about what it is I'm manifesting, for me to really dream my most beautiful dream and make it a reality. For I am here to help so many souls to awaken and to be free. We are here for God's highest plan. And God gives us the light to lead. I want to devote my life fully to my soul mission. I want to have land to help as many as I can help. But I need to be okay in life. I need to have the resources so that I'm no longer in survival mode, and that I can truly devote my energy to God and to serving humanity's ascension. Yeah, it's crazy how much chosen ones have been through, and how quickly we are rising. So I love you all, and I will always love you, but I give that love and I take it straight to God. I take it straight to God because we are amplifying our blessings and generating healing and light and love and sovereignty into this world. We are creating universes, multiverses of miracles. And the reason God doesn't want us to settle for less is because we were meant for more. So trust the unknown, trust the unseen, believe unseen forces in this universe. They have been watching you. They have your back. You have a pure heart and you are still vibrating in your authenticity and in your love, then you are a miracle on this earth. And you are needed. Your light is exactly what this world needs. You in your authenticity, shining your brightest. I love you, and I ask that you stay with me, that you stay with me on this journey. For we are going all the way to heaven. There's no stopping us. That God is unfolding holy miracles in our lives, and we are birthing a brand new paradigm in this alchemy. Pray for me if you have the heart to do so, and understanding that I've given my life to God's highest plan and I love you, and that I may have had so many attacks from the devil, but that the love inside me is unstoppable. And if I haven't given up by now, it's never going to happen. I am truly who I say I am. And I don't say that I am everything, but I can say that, you know, I have friends in high places and I am one with them, one with everything, because I have a beautiful heart and a beautiful soul. I'm human, but I'm also extraterrestrial. I am an awakened goddess. And I am awakening and taking back my power more and more every day. God is working on me. God is restoring me. I really have to figure out the next step in my life because I am feeling like the devil's trying to keep me trapped in a parasitic, abusive, not abusive, but parasitic, emotionally unstable relationship that is not healthy for me to keep myself in. And, you know, I've been really working with God to manifest resources and more abundance into our lives as far as financial freedom, and we are needing for that to manifest so we can have our land, so we can be truly in a sacred space where we are protected and safe from parasitic attachments. We know that there is a spiritual war unfolding and that there are handlers that have been assigned to chosen ones. We have to protect God's sacred souls and reunite the children of light. So I'm surrendering it. I'm surrendering it to you. It will be what it will be. And I trust God. I trust God with my whole heart that I believe that God will make a way. It's time for us, chosen ones. We're not here by accident, and we're not going through these things in our lives by accident. There's a reason you're here. There's a reason we're all here, and we're working at this multidimensional soul mission that God is using us for, as we are all intricately multidimensional pieces moving on God's chessboard. Anyways, this is a new paradigm. This is freedom and sovereignty for all souls on earth. Keep rising, soul family. Keep taking back your power. Keep finding higher alignments and growing, expanding your missions for a free, sovereign earth. We are not meant to be food for the parasites. We are meant to be warriors for God. Peace on earth is a vibrational frequency within us all. Help us out however you can, please. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what's next for me in my life. But I know that I have been targeted in my life as a chosen one, and that I am a sacred soul who has awakened to my divine purpose. And I need your support. I need your love. I need your prayers. I need your blessings. And I need the freedom and security in my life to be able to leave my husband if that's what I need to do. I need a safe place. I need a sanctuary of my own. And I really pray that this gets to the right angels and that my breakthrough happens soon, because I've been through more than it looks like. You know, I've been through heavy battles in my life. And I can't continue to carry the weight of the world when no one is carrying the weight of me. You know, I love you, and I'll always love you, and I'll always do my best. But just know that it's been hard. You know, I just make it look easy because I gave my life so much to God, but it's not. It's not easy. And, you know, it's been thankless work. And you know, just now really starting to get some recognition for it. But, you know, it's been a lonely path. It's been a path where I've had to fully just plug into God and to my guides and block out the noise, the static. So I can really just be a clear channel for the divine. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and I'm bringing it through, and I'm helping to be a mirror for you to see the light and the divine potential that you have within. It's like the devil has been so designed to use my light and to not give me credit for it, and try to keep me suppressed from living in the abundance that I deserve, that I'm already walking in with God. So I need the dam to break on my blessings. I need for this love and these miracles to pour in. And, you know, I'm here to serve to my highest ability. I'm here if you want me. You know, I'm here awakened. I've got a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom that I carry, and I have connections in this universe that are alchemizing the highest timeline for all of us. So, despite everything the devil's put us through, we continue to get stronger. We are not a losing bet. That's for sure. I am deeply grateful to you for being part of my journey, for listening to me open up and pour out my heart. I love you with all my heart and soul. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. For I have seen the promised land, and I know it is real. I know we're all tired. I know that this feels like it's just been dragging on and on and on forever. And it has been. You know, we're eternal. But that this is over when we're all awakened and we are all living in our divine truth. So, you know, it's better to surrender to it and question the lies that we were taught to believe. It's better to accept the truth of our divine inheritance, is that we are loved, and we are supported by this entire universe. They are all watching us. You can feel their spirit in the trees, in the breeze. So I love you too. It's a beautiful day. I brought my hula hoop. I'm going to do some hula hooping and dance around. This message really needed to come out, and I could hardly even park my bicycle before. I'm just like, okay, source. So thank you. I love you. I know I'm blessed. I know that through the struggles in my life, I will continue to build strength. I know that God's going to make a way, and I know that if you're watching this, you're not watching this by accident. So I love you. Links are below. I am grateful to all of you for coming to Earth and for questioning the things that you were taught and the beliefs that you were indoctrinated with, and that you questioned authority. True rebels of God are rising, and we are saying no to these entities. We are reclaiming our true power and potential and sovereignty with God, and nothing can stop our rise. I love you. Help support our mission of light. Infinity Rising, we are here to help bring light into this world and usher humanity into a kinder, more gentler way of living, where we are all in our highest vibration and sovereignty with the Most High. So we are all aligned to our sacred missions for incarnating here, and that we are not selling our energies and giving them to the dark forces. Our energy is sacred, and we have to uphold our frequency and protect chosen ones from these parasites in the future. We need to create sanctuaries. We need to build it. And if we build it, they will come, because they will see how high vibrational we are living. They will see how wonderful these miracles are that God is working through us. And they will all want to vibrate into their light bodies and embody their highest truth and their highest potential. We will inspire humanity to want God and to want the freedom that is our birthright. You are loved, beautiful vessel of God. I love you. And thank you for blessing my life in whatever way you choose to do so. You are a blessing. Don't forget that. And every day, God is bringing us a step closer. We are climbing this stairway to heaven. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I love you, and keep going, soul family, warriors. This is our time. Don't get distracted. This is popping off. And I know The energies pulling at us right now want us to lose sight of all the blessings that God is doing for us, but there's nothing that they can do to stop the great awakening that is happening right now. The final test, we're passing it. And this next level is going to be a level that we never dreamed that we could really make it to. All of our wildest dreams are about to come true. I just know it. I just feel it because I know we've earned it. We deserve it. And this is our time. I love you and God bless you. Bye.